Does a father's presence in the home with the child make a significant impact on that child? That is the question. Today I ask all of you to help me examine that question by simply snapping your fingers like this. Snap your fingers like this. Now, ain't nobody tell me it was fair. No love for my daddy because the coward wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father. He was gone. Those were the words of the late, great Tupac Shakur in a 1995 song entitled Dear Mama. Dear Mama is the song that Tupac wrote to acknowledge his mother's struggles to try and raise him as a single parent. Tupac once described his life as a rose that was risen from the concrete. Tupac, just like many other kids today, grew up in a single parent home, and he will be known for being a statistics, amongst other things. According to the National Center of Fathers, 20 million children today are living in a home without the physical presence of a father. Millions more live in a house with a father who's physically there but emotionally absent. If classified as a disease, fatherlessness would be considered an epidemic that is close to a national emergency. Let's go to the numbers. When the father is absent from the home, it contributes to 63% of youth suicides. 90% of all homeless and runaways is directly proportional to the father not being in the home. 85% of behavior disorders is related to a father not being in the home. 80% of rapists come from a home where the father's not present. 71% of high school dropouts didn't have a father at home. 70% of youths in prison comes from a home where a father is not present. Those numbers are quite staggering, but let's compare them to when the father is present. When the father is present, children tend to have a lower level of depression. They have better social behavior. They're likely to have fewer conduct problems, better self-esteem, greater academic success, and reduced contact with the juvenile justice system. According to the National Responsible Fathers Clearinghouse, fathers who live with their children are more likely to have a close, enduring relationship with their children. Although fathers' presence in the home may have a significant negative impact on the child, there's still hope for those children. The hope comes in the form of other people like family members, coaches, youth mentors and programs, church groups, teachers, volunteers, and step parents. The other side of hope is the people who grew up without a father in the home and they turned out okay. Lance Armstrong, Jodie Foster, Barack Obama, Alex Rodriguez, Jack Nicholson, Marilyn Monroe. Barack Obama actually went on to become the president of the United States of America, and when he became president, he started a fatherhood initiative where he paid $1.5 billion toward this initiative to help fathers become better fathers toward their children. Okay. Although growing up without a father had these serious negative impacts, according to Michelle Whedon, a father that abandons his children does not have the power to annihilate their futures. So I leave you with this. Tupac, in the beginning, described his life as a rose coming from the concrete. And he said this in the end. If you saw a rose that grew from the concrete, you wouldn't look at that rose and complain about the damaged petals on that rose. No, you would acknowledge the tenacity of that rose's will to reach the sun in spite of. Today I challenge you to be a ray of sunshine in a child's life, a child that may not have anyone else or a father in their lives to help them go forward. I challenge you, when you see a child without a father, stop and talk to them, encourage them, take them bike riding, invite them to church, spend some time with them, and you'll be surprised at how far that time you spent will go with that child. So, with that, thank you.